G'day, Peter Fritz here with another 3-minute video, hopefully with a couple of tips that might help you with your landscape photography. Today, 3 of the most important things that have helped me in my photography journey over the last 4 decades. And the first and most important one I think I've really only come to understand in the last few years, and that is that you really need to enjoy today because it'll be yesterday in a blink. It's so easy, especially in today's environment with the tick and flick mentality of Instagram and TikTok and to a much lesser extent YouTube, but our consumption speed and volume has grown exponentially over the last few years. And we tend to carry that mentality through to just about everything. We want a quick shot of adrenaline, we want a quick buzz, we want to learn everything instantly. We want to be brilliant instantly. We want to be famous instantly. And when I say we, I'm not talking about me necessarily, because I'm too old for that shit now, but you really need to enjoy today because it will be yesterday in a blink. The second thing is this, and this is something I've definitely learned over the last few decades of shooting, is that your unplanned photos are almost always your best photos. Every time I go out with the intention of getting a specific photo, in fact, almost every time I have tried to go out and get a specific photo in my professional career as well, it's almost like the universe conspires against it and throws up every possible obstacle to see if I'm really serious about getting that one thing that I want, or because it's trying to teach me that it's not important. Don't worry about getting that one thing that you thought. Whatever the reason, I found that almost inevitably, the photos that I didn't plan were the photos that really stood out. They were the really cool photos. So I would say to you, shoot before you're ready. Shoot when you're uncomfortable. Shoot earlier, shoot later. I often advocate when you pull up to a location with the intention of getting a certain kind of photo or waiting for the light, start shooting straight away. Then you can relax and then you can wait for the light if that's what you want to do. But get some shots off early because often they end up being the best. Plus they also kind of relax you into, I don't know, it's like knocking the top off a beer or something, you know, having your first glass of Shiraz or something on a Friday afternoon. It just gets you in the mood. But whatever the reason, shoot when you're uncomfortable. That could be because of the weather, could be because of the environment. Too many people around, doesn't feel right. Could be that the thing that you've walked up to photograph is not the thing that you thought you were going to walk up and photograph. Shoot it anyway. You know, maybe you're waiting for the right light. Shoot before the right light comes. Maybe the right light didn't come. Well, then shoot a bit after the light has gone, you know. It's always these times that the best photos seem to come. So that's the second tip, is shoot before you're ready, shoot after you think it's over, and shoot when you're uncomfortable. All right, the third thing, I wrote these down because I'm crusty and old and forget everything. Oh yeah, this is an important one, is limit your gear choices as much as possible. Look, I'm a gearhead like most of us. Loud motorbike. I love camera gear, audio gear, car stuff, motorbike stuff, camping stuff. You know, I love stuff. If it's related to an interest that I have, then I love all of the gear that comes with it. I really do. And I can spend hours researching stuff that I want. But when it comes to photography, too much stuff is definitely a problem. Even going out, especially when you begin, with 2 lenses or more can be a problem. Because you already have enough variables to deal with. Getting comfortable with the environment, being able to spot photographic opportunities, understanding the light, understanding composition, understanding depth of field, all these kinds of things. Why complicate it with extra gear? So I would say one of the best things that I've learned is to limit my choices. I often get my best photos when I say, bugger it, I'm just going out with my camera and 1 lens. In fact, I really enjoy going out with just my 50, my RF 51.8, because the only way to recompose an image is to move my legs, to walk around, to get up closer, down lower, to the left, to the right, hold the camera up high in the air, whatever. It really is good for your photography. It's not just good for your photography, it's good for your brain as well because you get to relax more. You're not so stressed about, oh, should I use the 70-200? Should I go ultra wide with this? You know? No, you got 1 lens. So you've eliminated that choice straight away, and you can actually just enjoy the process of just getting comfortable with your subject, getting familiar with it. And this is why I'm a huge advocate for getting a good quality prime lens and using it a lot, using it often, either a 50 or a 35 if you're on full frame, and whatever the equivalent of those is in APS-C or micro four thirds, but a nice fast 50 on a full frame camera is a lovely thing to have. It's so versatile. You can shoot portraits, you can shoot macro, semi-macro, you can blur out the background nice, you can get really sharp images, because those primes, almost everybody makes a really sharp 50mm prime, and they're cheap, they're really cheap. So anyway, I'm rabbiting on. Simplify your choices. So the 3 tips were to really enjoy today, enjoy the process of just being out, enjoy the fact that you have the opportunity to go out and take some photos, to just be amongst nature. Enjoy it, because in a blink it'll be yesterday. Today will be yesterday. Number 2 is to shoot when you're uncomfortable, to shoot before you're ready, to shoot after you think it's over, because that's when you'll get your best photos. And number 3 is limit your choices. If you can, just go out with one lens, and do that time and time and time again, and tell me that it's not fun. Later on you can switch to an ultra wide or a telephoto lens, and then do the same with those. And I guarantee you'll have a lot of fun, and you'll become a much better photographer. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you again soon. Bye.